This is your ultimate guide for taking care of a friend or loved one who is having plastic surgery. Starting with number one, my first tip is going to be to educate yourself. If you've never had plastic surgery before, or heck, even if you've had plastic surgery but not the surgery that your friend or loved one is having, educating yourself on it is going to help you to prepare so you know what to expect. This can be done by looking on the surgery center's website, looking at their frequently asked questions, doing your research on YouTube and also on TikTok. There's a lot of information here as well so that you are prepared. You have an idea of what to expect before the surgery, during the surgery, and after. Next, make sure you are a part of the preparation. If you are part of educating yourself and preparing for the surgery, you're going to be able to lower the level of the anxiety of your friend or loved one, as well as your own anxiety, because you're both going to be mentally and physically prepared for what's to come. Now, preparing for surgery and taking care of someone after surgery is kind of intense. You're going to need a lot of supplies, so make sure you have an idea of what supplies you're going to need and what those supplies are going to be used for. Even having a good list to prepare, especially if you're going to be traveling out of town for the surgery, or especially out of the country for the surgery. Make sure you have a checklist. Make sure you're going over that list prior to the surgery so that you are physically prepared for everything, as well as knowing where to replace those items. So if you do run out of something, you know where to run to in your local area or whatever city you're going to be in for surgery. Another thing that you can help with the preparation for is transportation, how you're going to get to the surgery center and how you're going to get home, making sure that you are both on the same page with what the plan is, as well as having good communication with the surgery center if you are the person who's going to be picking them up, or if you have a surgery nurse like myself who's going to be helping with the process. Staying in communication with that nurse or that other person who's helping you is going to help to alleviate a lot of the additional stressors as well. The next thing is communication. Having good communication between you and the person you're taking care of is going to help to alleviate a lot of the stress. You want to make sure that you have a clear communication of the things that they like, the things that they don't like, what support they're going to need from you, as well as how they plan on managing their pain. Everyone is different when it comes to pain management, so coming up with a pain management plan prior to the surgery is going to help, because some people do not want to talk when they are in level 10 pain. So if you already know what their medications are that they're going to use, or whatever pain management tool they're going to be using, and you are ready and prepared to put that plan into action, it's definitely going to help them, as well as you, so that you're not freaking out when they're yelling, screaming, or even crying after their surgery. Speaking of a pain plan, having that figured out prior to is going to help you both out. So make sure that you ask your person what they like to have to comfort them when they are in an excruciating amount of pain. If they like music, make a playlist for them. If they want you to hold their hand and they want silence, then do that for them as well. Another option is just listening. Some people just want someone there to listen to them as they kind of talk through the pain or whatever they're going through. So make sure you guys have a pain plan in action and ready to go. The next one is a big one, so listen up, and that is to avoid criticism. Now, there's a lot of people who do not agree with plastic surgery, and that is their personal stance on it. However, when they are taking care of a friend or loved one that is having plastic surgery, sometimes they use this time to push their views or their narratives onto this person. I assure you this is not the time. At this time, they're already going to be going through it. They may already be having their own doubts, like maybe they weren't expecting it to be this painful or this extensive. Maybe they didn't expect it to take so long to recover. So if you are coming on the back end saying things like, oh, I told you shouldn't have this surgery, you shouldn't have done this, it's really not going to help them. They really need as much positivity and love around them during this process. So the best thing for you to do is to practice. Maybe have some mantras or some affirmations that you can say together while they're going through the process. Anything that you can do to stay positive, maybe watching their favorite TV show with them while they're recovering, going on the walks with them when they're ready to get up and start walking. All of those things are going to be positive feedback loops in the midst of the struggle that they're going through. Try your best. If you're not pro plastic surgery, I honestly wouldn't suggest that you do this job, but if you are this person's only support person, try your best to keep your opinions to yourself. Nothing negative during this time. Try to stay as upbeat and positive as possible. I promise you it's going to make a huge difference in this person's recovery. Next is to be patient. Now, if this is this person's first surgery, or maybe they have a lower pain tolerance, you never really know how they're going to react from having surgery. Surgery can be very overwhelming, both physically and emotionally for people. So they may not always be the nicest, okay? So please be patient with this person as they're going through this roller coaster of emotions and feelings, and try to give them space if you can. And if things do get a little bit heated, if they do kind of yell or get snippy with you, just be patient and understand they are going through a lot. If you need to, take your space apart from each other, let them take a nap and you go do your own thing and then come back to one another, but always making sure that they know that you're still there to support them, even through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Last but definitely not least, celebrate their accomplishment. When someone is having plastic surgery, they are making a choice for themselves. They are choosing themselves. They are choosing to do something for themselves that's going to make them feel and maybe look better. So it's really hard for some people to choose themselves, to make this decision to have the surgery. Especially for like moms, we get mom guilt sometimes where we really push this off for ourselves and we decide not to do things for ourselves when it comes to beauty and wellness and aesthetics, right? So the best thing you can do for this person, if you really care about them, is to really support their decision and let them know that you are there for them, continue to encourage them, and celebrate their new body. Maybe buy them a new t-shirt or a new gift. My best friend, when I had surgery, she bought me the cutest little pajama set and she got me my first crop tops. She said, I want you to show off your new flat belly. So little things like that go a long way. Letting that person know that you love them and support them, because I'm sure they're getting a lot of flack and negative comments from a bunch of other naysayers in their comments or even in their family. So just be that person there to support them and be their anchor. That's going to make a huge difference in their process, and they are really going to appreciate that. If your person you are supporting has not told you already, they really do appreciate you stepping up to be a part of their surgery recovery. If you have any other questions or concerns that pop up about how to be there for your person for your upcoming surgery, comment them down below or over here, wherever it's going to show up. I would love to hear some input from you guys. Or if you have been there to support someone during surgery and there was something that you did that was super helpful that your person loved, I'd love to hear those comments as well.